I don't think people having a lot of pulse, getting a lot of pulse and sacrifice. First of all, a lot of the big sacks were pulled. Lots of people doing like a trusted pull and going in on that to get a bigger bonus, more points, all that stuff. So even if you see a really big amount, a lot of those are probably like going to be split up into for multiple people, multiple wallets. So if the angle is, should you be worried about whales dumping on launch? Maybe that's a question you could come out from that. I don't think anyone knows what's going to happen on launch. I think historically there is a launch of a new product. There is either a run up or and a dump. Usually there's a dump at some point. Usually there's a lot of factors that go into it. How much did it run up from the starting price or the sacrifice price? ICO price for a lot of other projects. And then how long before people say, okay, I've got enough X's now, I want to take some profit, and how that affects the TA and the market psychology and plays into a dump and all that stuff. So typically there is a launch of a new token project, whatever, and then maybe some X's happen, maybe not, and then there's a dump, and then there's reaccumulation and all that stuff. That's what I've seen with other projects in the past. PulseChain is very interesting because there are a lot of people and a lot of money sacrificed for it. Been waiting a long time, which is both good and bad, I would say. So if you've been waiting a long time, especially if you went through what we went through, the brutal bear market, maybe there are a lot of people waiting to dump. However, for the last 2 years, this stuff's been going on. A lot of people missed the sacrifice. So let's say 18 months. Nobody got a good sacrifice rate after that. So 18 months of people who missed the sacrifice or just it wasn't practical to sacrifice for them anymore. And they're very interested in PulseChain. So that could be buy pressure. So there's going to be sell pressure. It's going to be sell pressure coming from a lot of directions. There's going to be buy pressure coming from a lot of directions. Which one wins? Nobody knows. Anyone tells you they know, they don't know. We just know based on what the data is available. What's actually going to happen? Wild speculation. But I would say that if you're worried about whales dumping on launch, if I could frame the question that way, I could say, well, what about all the people who want to buy? What if they buy it up? What if they don't? What if they do dump? And then you get to buy it below sacrifice price for a short time, stuff like that. So I think either way, you can find a strategy to win. So I wouldn't be worried I'm not worried about anything. There's not a single worry on my mind for PulseChain launch, whenever it launches, and the price of what it'll be. No worries. If it dumps, it's opportunity. If it pumps, it's opportunity. I don't have any worries for PulseChain launch.